Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We meet again on second subtopic for chapter 4, which is relevant regulation to OSHA. We are going to see 4 regulation, which is CIMAH 1996, CPL 1998, USAC 2000, NADO Port 2004. Without further ado, let us move on into the first regulation. The first one is known as Chemical Industrial Major Accident Hazard Regulation 1996 or CIMAH 1996. This document was gazetted by the Malaysian government in order to give minimum safety guidance to ensure safety operation related to MHI process or known as Major Hazard Installation process. Employer need to make arrangement for handling emergency at the workplace. If the employer failed to do so, there will be a penalty for them, which is fine 50,000 ringgit Malaysia, 2 years imprisonment or both. Second regulation is Classification, Packaging and Labelling of Hazardous Chemical Regulation 1998 or CPL 1998. This document is to ensure supplier of hazardous chemical provide sufficient information of hazard that they supply in order to reduce the risk of accident happening in the workplace. This document can be downloaded at this website. All hazardous chemical need to be labeled and need to be provided with sufficient information. If the supplier failed to do so, there will be a penalty of 10,000 ringgit Malaysia fine, 1 year imprisonment or both. Third regulation is Use and Standard of Exposure of Chemical Hazardous to Health Regulation 2000 or USAC 2000. This document is actually to provide a legal framework to control exposure of chemical hazardous to health at workplace and also to set a standard of exposure of chemical hazardous to health to the worker at workplace. Full document can be downloaded at this website. For USAC 2000, employer need to monitor employee health if there any chemical being used in the workplace. If the employer failed to do so, there will be a penalty of 5,000 ringgit fine, 6 month imprisonment or both. And the last regulation is known as Notification of Accident, Dangerous Occurrence, Occupational Poisoning and Occupational Disease Regulation 2004 or NADO Port 2004. Employer need to record and report all accident happen in the workplace. Employer need to notify JKKP for all accident, dangerous occurrence, occupational poisoning and occupational disease occur at the workplace. If the employer failed to do so, there will be a penalty of 10,000 ringgit Malaysia, 1 year imprisonment or both. Employer need to report and they need to ensure all accident happen were recorded. That's all for second subtopic. We are going to move on into the next subtopic later. Thank you.